Preseason.
Oh, man.
The last preseason game, baby.
Oh, thank
It's time to celebrate.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into the pregame lounge. Almost forgot what this thing was called. We are live from the Toyota Lounge, presented by Miller Lite. Fellas, it is Miller time today. Final preseason game.
I'm going to celebrate this final preseason game with 27 Miller Lights
That
in honor of Jamal Murray.
Good.
In honor of Jamal Murray.
Who's not playing tonight, but we'll get to that in 1 second. A
Then
lot to go
23 for
through.
Cam
We've
Johnson.
got game notes. Let's talk position battles. Let's go around the association, and then we'll go to our bets. I'm Harrison Wynn, joined by Brendan Vogt today.
What's up, guys? How's it going? This is a game that's going to feature all of your favorite players except for the first wave of your favorite players. All of your favorite players after that might play.
What? Dev is obviously not up to date on the game notes. Also joined by D-Line.
That's right, guys. It's a big night for the Johnsons.
Oh, yes, it is.
Nice.
Cam.
Wait.
Dev.
Oh,
Dev.
yes.
That's it.
AJ Johnson? Oh, no. AJ Johnson?
It's a big night for
AJ Mitchell.
It's
AJ
a,
Mitchell.
Yeah, it's a big night for the Joneses also.
Yes.
Spencer. And
Curtis.
Curtis, yeah.
Curtis.
And we got Superstar Dev in the house.
Friday night with the fellas. Last preseason game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adam is out.
Nowhere else.
We're
I'd
going to have so much fun tonight.
Nowhere else I'd rather be. I'll tell you that much right now, except for maybe in Oklahoma City.
It should be a fun night for sure. Nuggets in OKC. It was interesting. All the starters, I think, traveled there. At least the team account tweeted out some pictures of them going on a plane.
Yeah.
I think that happened yesterday.
Did.
But a bunch of them are not playing, Vote.
A bunch of them are not playing. That's correct. And let's shout out Katie Wingy here, who put this out for everyone via David Adelman. The Nuggets will rest Jokic, Murray, Braun, and Gordon tonight in the final preseason game against OKC.
I didn't want to see them anywhere.
So if you didn't hear
Christian
that,
Braun, right?
that's right. That's correct. Thank you. That actually needs to be clarified now once again because Bruce is back. The Nuggets will rest Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, and Aaron Gordon, also known as the Core.
Core 4.
They ain't playing. Interestingly enough, Cam Johnson not resting. So there you go. Maybe, you know what? That kind of checks out. It sort of seems like that's the starter that maybe needs more kind of just time, more reps, kind of get his feet underneath him in a new place. Whereas the other 4, it's officially don't get hurt o'clock. You know what I mean?
You know, it's interesting because I feel like, I was going through this on my way in. Nikola Jokic, it's not like I need to see anything from him this preseason.
Nope.
Jamal Murray, I was thinking, I think he showed enough. I didn't really need to see anything else from Jamal in this preseason.
Nope.
AG, same thing. Christian Braun, same thing. So, to me, this is not really surprising. And last preseason game, it's usually the game when you're like, all right, let's get some end-of-the-bench guys in there. Let's really run the bench hard. So, not really surprised. I'd love to see him play, but is what it is.
Fin fiction night, baby.
Yeah.
You get to be, this is where, the 555-ish lore is born. When
Right.
Zeke Naji takes the court. starts
Something
logging
hilarious
minutes.
will happen tonight. Not even hilarious. Something will happen tonight
Something interesting.
that
Bruce-
might stick with us for the whole year. It could be one of those nights.
Listen, I'm looking at THJ. I'm looking at Cam Johnson. I'm looking at Curtis. This is going to be a Curtis Jones game. I just know it.
Okay.
I just know this man's about to go off. He's about to make people start to put out insane takes on the timeline about how he should start.
Are those
stuff
insane
like that.
people potentially you?
Yes, of course, dude. What am I going to watch this game and not put insane takes out of the timeline?
On the OKC side, Chet Holmgren set to make his preseason debut. They obviously will not
Oh my
have
God.
Jalen Williams is out here as he recovers from.
I don't think he's played this whole preseason.
Yep, he's recovering from that wrist surgery.
There's two of them.
That's a valid point.
The
better one.
The noted,
not the overrated one.
But when he says the
Not
better
the
one,
overrated
not the one that still gets to wear Bill Russell's number. He means the other one. That's the better one. Who's out with wrist surgery. Topic is out, by the way. Testicular procedure, if you missed that.
Good note.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a good night for the Johnsons.
Nikola Topic out with testicular procedure.
Oh my!
Kenrich Williams, famous Adam guy, out with a
One
knee
of his
scope.
guys.
One of Adam's guys.
Thomas
hold on, though.
Sorber out with an
No,
ACL
don't do
tear.
it. Don't
And
do it.
Ajay Mitchell is out as well
him
with an
have
ankle
it.
injury.
At what point do we get to say that having Kenrich Williams as your guy was not a good investment?
I kind of think
He's held on to Kenrich
decent, though.
Williams stock for
Decent
so-
player.
Hey,
Is he?
you're talking about NBA champion Kenrich Williams, buddy.
But at some point when he comes up next time, he's like, "That's my guy." I'm like, he's the 50th player on their
I
bench.
mean, it's a valid point. Dev, the headline of this pregame show is, wait, what's the title? It's who has
You tell us.
who has the most at stake, or who has the most to prove?
Perfect.
Who has the most to prove in this last preseason game? Who do you think has the most to prove tonight, knowing that Yoke's out, Jamal's out, CB and AG are all sitting tonight?
I mean, really, the crazy part is with the new starting five. I think 4 out of those 5 guys still have to fight for not really a spot, but like more time in position and where they're going to be with this Nugget squad. Like right now, I think that you still have to see what it is with Cam Johnson. I don't know if they have. We've seen enough for Cam Johnson to say this was a good decision right now. It is very early and he's going to have time to prove it. But without those other guys, it's like, okay, this is your time to score. Go out and be comfortable. They're forcing those type of things. But also there's Pickett, there's Bruce Brown, there's Tim Hardaway Jr., those guys have not played well right now. I think Valanciunas is the only one that has played well, and we know he's going to be the backup center. So now it's about trying to convince yourself of the other guys. Peyton Watson still has, you still have to prove yourself too.
I've got those starters for you.
Ooh.
So to the point Dev was just making.
Wait, can we bet on them?
It's Cam. Do you want to?
Yeah. Okay. Who's
Cam
this
Johnson. We know
Cam
that.
Johnson. Okay. I think Bruce Brown is starting.
That's correct.
At what position?
The one.
Don't ask that question.
Oh,
that
okay.
doesn't
We
really.
don't
I don't
know
think
that
that.
part.
Yeah, but
In-
yes,
Okay. And
Big
then
Val's definitely starting.
Big Val's starting, so that's
2 for
3.
2.
Peyton Watson definitely starting.
correct.
And then who's the mystery fifth? Is it?
It's Tim Hardaway Jr. So what you're getting here is a look at something that David Adelman kind of teased briefly on Media Day. Maybe Cam Johnson staggering. Well, it's not a stagger; it's a spot start alongside. Well, everyone else is spot starting alongside him. So it's Cam
interesting.
Johnson plus the bench here tonight, getting a look against OKC. Kind of curious to see how those point guard minutes, ball handling duties are handled, right?
Yeah.
What Bruce Brown and Peyton Watson can do against a team that is infamous for their ball pressure, for their perimeter defense. It's one thing to bring the ball up the floor in a couple of preseason games. Doing it against OKC, admittedly still in preseason action, is a bit of a different animal. So I'm excited and curious to see how those fellas handle it.
Do we know OKC starters?
I'm going to try to find that right now.
Because if they are playing their guys, this
Dude,
is
if they play SGA,
interesting. And Dort and Caruso.
my God.
This is a big challenge all of a sudden for Bruce Brown here.
Asking
Because-
you shall receive. SGA is starting. So
Give me
is
a
Lou
break.
Dort. So is Isaiah Hartenstein. So is Caruso. And so is Chet.
Okay,
about
so
to
this
lose
is
by
actually going to be
1,000.
really interesting. And automatically now, the number one thing that I'm watching, the guy who might have the most to prove is Bruce Brown to me.
Interesting.
He's struggled a little bit against ball pressure this preseason. He's the point guard. You look at this starting lineup, he's, him and P-Watt, your 2 ball handlers, probably to bring the ball up the floor. There's going to be a lot asked of him, and he's going against good defenders. I know it's preseason, but
Yeah.
those guys are going to try to get up into him, no doubt.
Yeah, I kind of think his spot is minted a little bit, though, regardless of how he plays as point guard. The guy that, the area that I look at with the most to prove is Tim Hardaway Jr. and Julian Strawther. Mm-hmm. Like, those two, I feel like, are still in a bit of a battle, even though it seems like Tim Hardaway has won because he keeps getting the minutes.
Yeah.
But I still think that, Julian Strawther can come in and light it up and put a little bit of doubt into the minds of the coaches. And this is probably the biggest run he'll get for some time. So
Agreed.
He's got this is actually a big moment for him.
Agreed. A big game by Hardaway would alleviate some mild concerns, though, I feel like.
I think all he has to do is knock down a couple shots. And
Of course, yeah.
I would feel good because I just have not seen it. And that's what you expect. That's what you want when you bring in a Tim Hardaway Jr. is a floor spacer, a guy that can put the ball in the basket. If he doesn't have that, I don't know what else he's bringing. No one said lock down Tim Hardaway or a guy that can make plays, and facilitate. You're not looking for those other pieces. So you want him to just simply knock down a couple of shots where you could just see him, go in a couple of times. So I think that it's easier for him than the other guys. Just go out there and knock down a couple of shots.
Totally.
Yeah. And this even goes into the second topic we've got on the rundown here, position battles. That was kind of one of the position battles coming into training camp, Hardaway-Strawther.
Totally.
Tim Hardaway hasn't really hit shots. Julian's hit a couple. But, I mean, how would you kind of assess that battle here and what's happened over the last couple of weeks?
I think Eric framed it well. Tim Hardaway Jr. has pole position here, right?
Definitely.
I mean, I just turned in our depth chart for the Nuggets season preview. Keep your eyes peeled for that in the coming days. We have Tim Hardaway Jr. slotted above Julian Strawther. But it's not a door that slams shut, right? For any one of a number of reasons. Injuries, it's a long season. The vet maybe could use a game off. You've just chosen to given Strawther some developmental minutes. Or Hardaway has struggled and Strawther has succeeded and sort of seized the opportunity from him. Hardaway has established his ability to score and shoot at the NBA level in regular season games for years now. And I don't think a poor preseason showing is going to knock him off that position. But it's not. They have wanted to foster this culture of competition, right? Yep. Like embrace the fact that we brought this guy in. Let that make you better. So I don't think any minutes are guaranteed. And I think it's a good entry point. Like that's one where that could be different by the end of the season. But I think it's Hardaway for now.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the other one was kind of Bruce Brown and Pickett.
Yeah.
We thought that might be a little bit of a competition, but it's clearly been Bruce. And Pickett has kind of barely played this preseason.
He hasn't played at all.
Yeah.
He's been like deep on the preseason bench, which that's tantamount to being like not at all part of the plan. So yeah, this is another big night. He actually showed out in San Diego. Like
he hit two of the craziest
shots ever. But he also
did show out.
He also played well. Like outside of the circus shots, he also hit regular 3-point shot. He just is a really good shooter, despite the fact that he just never looks like it's going to go in. But he is a really good shooter. But yeah, this is another night that is going to give him some run in front of an audience against competition that's not on your team, and give the coaches something to think about. Like I'm with you guys in that I don't really think much is going to be like changed in the minds of any coaching staff or any coaching member based on what happens tonight. But it's just like in football. It's just like you want to put good play on film and then make people give you a second thought. Anything else you're watching for tonight, Dev?
I mean, I think that Pickett gets an opportunity tonight because now there's no one else. Him and Julian Strawther will be in a situation where they do get to run a second unit. I think that the leash might be like short for that first unit as well because there are those position battles. So I think that there's a lot of people with things to prove. But this also shows the pecking order right now of where, it stands. When you bring out those other guys, it was like who's fighting for those last spots. This is going to be a night that guys are fighting for that last spot. So I think it's Julian Strawther. I think it's Pickett. I still believe that Peyton Watson has to, fight for a spot. And this is going to be a big night for him to prove himself. I want to see if he's going to be a guy that is still getting the ball handling, duties and role. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a defensive night for him. He's going against the defending champions. That's going to pressure the entire time. So offensively, he's going to get pressured. Are you going to be able to handle that pressure? Defensively, are you going to be able to stay in front of guys? And who are you matched up with? I'm curious to see if it's going to be Bruce Brown or if it's Peyton Watson that gets the SGA matchup as well.
That's a great question. Yeah, great question. Moving on to around the association. Let's go a little AT. I got a couple headlines for you guys.
Kill, bring up the graphic!
That we have not hit on this show yet.
Fire it down.
I don't know if you guys saw this headline today. There it is. Beautiful. Thank you, Kale. Bob Myers is leaving ESPN.
Snatched right from the jaws of every other
to
team.
become president of Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment, which owns a bunch of teams, most notably the 76ers, Flyers, and Commanders of the NFL. So he's now the boss of all those teams pretty much. He's kind of in a similar role to Josh Kroenke, slightly different title, but interesting. He leaves ESPN, and now he's, in a way, running the 76ers.
Yeah.
Or at least giving counsel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I mean, that Philadelphia is an interesting market. Sort of an interesting place to play, an interesting place to do business. I'm going to be curious to see how he doesn't strike me as a Philly guy. I'll say that.
He strikes me as a West Coast guy.
Strikes me a little West Coast, a little slick back, little like kind of a no sock guy, you know?
Loafers, no socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't pull that in Philly. It's a lot of snow.
Yeah, a lot of like puddles next to the curves that you're going to walk into.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like you get the number one thing you need in Philadelphia is a good pair of socks. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes, but that to me feels like a strange culture fit, but also just like the same thing that we were all doing when we needed a general manager. We're like the one guy anybody knows of. Like, we got to get Bob Myers.
Right.
The one thing we know, we got to get Bob Myers. And I thought like being a GM was too stressful for him. So he had to step down, but I guess being the president of three
this
separate
type
teams,
of job, it's like you have to manage so much. You're pretty much not managing anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Look, perfect segue into the vaguest job description of all time. A full-time role with the goal of maximizing opportunities and bolstering processes.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
For a portfolio that includes multiple teams.
Yeah.
What that means, I don't know. I'm sure it means something.
I don't even know if he knows.
Here's how it affects me on the bottom, my day-to-day. I didn't like him on TV, and I don't have to listen to him anymore.
We all see Michael
like the
Malone's
processes he
developing look on TV?
I like Michael Malone's. I think Michael Malone is a guy who will just bolster processes for ESPN like left and
question.
right.
Yeah. No question.
Maximize those opportunities. He looks great. Again, I can't get over the fact that he was willingly bald.
That's what I'm saying. How's he growing here?
We should...
It's getting significantly longer by the month, too.
Was he... It almost makes me wonder... Are we sure it's not like look, the hair growth drugs are like miraculous these days. Maybe he wasn't bald willingly. You know what I mean?
His hair was short, and when it's short, you can still see the patches where it doesn't grow. He had a solid. Listen,
He
man,
had a solid head of hair the whole way. You're right.
He's from New York, and that's a look. You know what I mean?
I'm from New York.
No, you're from New Jersey.
I know, but that's people who are from New York are quick to say,
Oh yeah,
I'm from New York."
But you know, that's a look. That's a New York look. So I'm not that surprised. But I am like you. I am flabbergasted by the choice.
Another headline here. LeBron James sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks because of sciatica in his right side.
Dude, that's not.
The biggest question here is this headline and story just complete bullshit?
Oh,
Probably. He's on a podcast tour right now.
He's on the pods.
He is on the pods, all of them. His wife has a pod.
Yeah.
Kai Sinat
A lot
has
of people have pods, man.
He's
People have
doing
pods.
everything right now, everything but playing. Like that's all we're not seeing. This was also a summer that we did not see a whole bunch of. He's in the lab. This is going to be scary.
Yeah.
Season 44 incoming. So it might be not too much bull. Like it really might be something to it because I'd be having to see him lift 20 pounds and we act like it's just going to be the craziest year yet. And I haven't seen those this year.
And allegedly this developed in his right side months ago, and it's kind of just been going on.
let me tell you also about sciatica.
Oh, it sucks. I know that.
Well, also not really a young man's ailment.
No.
Kind of signifies like the era of your life where you're eating a lot of soups. You're maybe looking to take it a little easier. Like you're like, oh, my sciatica.
Or your back is torched. I did have a couple of friends that had like early back procedures and stuff,
yeah.
and they, But to your point, they don't play for the Lakers.
They don't play for the
Yeah.
Lakers, and they probably, if they did play for the Lakers, would retire.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, is he entering his Kawhi Leonard phase of I'll try to just keep myself fresh for the part of the season that matters most.
Maybe.
Or is he entering? I shouldn't say entering. Is he still in his phase of just annoying everyone who makes decisions at the organization as much as he possibly can until he gets his way? We'll find out.
Okay, we will certainly find out. Let's fire up the Bet365 app. Dev, do you have any picks prepared for us pregame here?
Dude, how big of a sicko is Dev? This is what we're going to find out.
I'm very curious. I don't even know if there are any lines up
Where
there.
does the focus of a man like Dev go on a night like tonight? This is what I'm anxious to find out.
Every single night, my job is to make sure my people get paid.
Sure. Uh-huh.
And I take that job very seriously.
Yes, you do.
Bet
Yes, you do.
365 make sure that we take those type of things. It's our pregame pick section, so let's get to it. The Nuggets come into this game as 9.5-point favorites.
What? Favorites?
I lied. 9.5-point underdogs.
Thank you.
Okay.
And the crazy part about it, they are going to lose by at least 9.5.
Minimum.
Make sure that you fire up.
Well, here's the problem.
minus 9.5.
But here's what we
Is
don't
this a
know.
rare preseason lock of the night?
But hold on. So the Thunder might play just the first quarter, and then, I don't know, their depth versus our depth. Maybe they already get a 9-point.
You gotta think their starters will at least play a half, right? The first
Do
half.
we have to think that?
We don't have to think anything, but
What? How much of a dirtbag is Daginalt? That's the real question.
Well, I mean, it's also like if their starters want to play, you know what I mean? Which
They're
is
gonna. I think they'll play.
Okay.
This is probably, I mean, I don't know how many home games they've had, but this is like probably their last home game before they get ready for the season.
Chet's back
You know,
now.
Chet's back. I just think that some things matter to them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that they will. I'm going to go Thunder minus 9.5. I'll go over 227 in this game. I think that the Thunder is going to try to score a lot of baskets on them. Denver should try to keep up with scoring. They have a lot of gunners in this type of game. I don't think it's going to be about just process the entire time. I think there's a lot of people on the Nuggets team that have to get shots up in this game. So I think this would be a high-scoring game. So I like both of those. I go over to this 15-plus to score 15-plus here. There's not a lot of people that I think is going to score 15-plus, so we're going to go under in this game. They have Chet coming back in his first game with 15 points. I don't see that happening. I think that you have to get your feet wet. You got to get running just out there. I'm going to go under 15 for Chet. I just don't think that happens. I also think this is going to be a low-scoring game for Lou Dort. They have him at 10. I'm going to go under 10. Who I do think scores – let's go another under that I like. Cam Johnson, 15.
You think under?
Yeah, man. Until I see it. And this is one of those things that hopefully –
Johnson on Johnson hate.
I thought it was a big night for the
I
Johnsons.
know. I thought it was going to be a big Johnson night.
Yeah, but I made the big It's me. I think it's going to be an under game for him. I do think that we're going to see Tim Hardaway Jr. put the ball in the basket.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
I'm
That'd be
excited
awesome.
to see that. So I'm going to go over 10 for Tim Hardaway Jr.
Nice.
Another player that I think scores for Denver. Let's go Bruce Brown. Let's go Bruce.
Let's go, Bruce
I'm sure that
That's
his line is.
scientific.
I'm sure his line is like very low.
Yeah,
very
if
low.
there even is one.
Yeah, there's no line for him, so
Okay.
we're gonna just have fun with this one. I think it's gonna be. I'll put his line at 5.5.
And would you take over or under? Over 5.
5.5.
All right.
I think Julian Strawther would be able to score.
I do too.
I'll do over 10 for Julian Strawther.
Can we
He
bet on
can
Curtis
score.
Jones? Is that available?
There's no way Curtis Jones
But
is even
what
in
would
the
you set the line at? What would you
Bet365
set the line at?
registry.
I think Curtis
1.5
Jones.
threes.
No, it's
No,
good.
0.5.
Threes.
0.5.
I think Curtis
1.5
Jones
sounds good,
scores
yeah.
24 points.
Oh my god.
I think he
That's
scores
like
at
plus
least 10.
15,000.
I would take it.
Okay. All right. Good segment, Dev. Thank you very much, man. Our pregame picks presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use code DNVR365. Deposit $10. Place bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. Must be 21 plus. Physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. I was just looking at the scoreboard tonight. Some interesting games. Embiid is playing tonight for Philly.
Yeah.
First thing back, he got
He
cleared
started.
today.
I mean, that's interesting.
That's
a
a
bunch
big
of
deal.
games going on that we'll track throughout the night and probably talk about on the post-game show too. Any super chats, or should we wrap up here, Kale?
No super chats.
Okay, let's wrap up here on the pregame show and settle in for Nuggets Thunder.
Oh, baby.
I'm excited, man.
Well,
I'm excited.
What's not to be excited about?
Thanks for watching. Throw us a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you
We love you.
in the
sickos.
post-game show.
Let's go.
We all silly like the mayor.